A general statement: silence is not an option. This totally pertains to you, your world, and everybody else out there. There has been a campaign over the last years of social pressure through all levels of society where self-censorship has been the result of this. Self-censorship is when you actually want to say something, but then you go, oh, I don't know what that person might think. Oh, I'm going to get criticized over this. Oh, I'm going to get judged. Oh, I'm going to get shut down. Oh, they're not going to take it well. They might be offended, all that, right? Situations where I would encourage you to not go into a confrontational conversation. And the predominant situation would be when somebody's stupid. It's not worth it, trust me. But then when you're talking to an intelligent person, somebody who has insight, critical thinking, the ability to analyze, and you do not speak up when you have something to say, that's true self-censorship. And that creates a whole array of problems that we're seeing in the world today. We are not saying anything because oftentimes intelligent people could be also people that are easily offended, and that is wrong. It should never be an option. And right now, in this critical stage that we're in, silence simply is not an option. You have to speak up when you have something to say. And if you know that you are speaking facts and truth, you have to own that too. That's really important. It's not to persuade the other person, but for that to be heard, because otherwise it gets drowned out. And for the truth to disappear is simply for it to not be spoken anymore. It's like when people go on a show or on a podcast or on a TV and they say, yeah, sure, there's maybe 37 genders or 72 genders. No, there are an infinite numbers of ways of how people can feel about themselves. And honestly, there's nothing you should really do about it. However someone feels about themselves, if they don't want to change anything, well, it's up to them. But by you playing their game, you create a space for this to become accepted, and that everybody needs to adjust to their viewpoint or to how they feel about themselves. And this simply, historically speaking, this is not how humanity lives. You accept that people are different. You accept that people live different lifestyles. But that doesn't mean that you adjust yours so they can feel better about theirs. That's stupid, right? So I'm taking this gender example because it's becoming such a huge thing. So if somebody walks up to your door, let's say a UPS driver, and he delivers a package, and obviously it's a guy, and you say, thank you, sir. And say, no, I'm not a human being, I'm a monkey. Will you actually address that dude as a monkey? No, you wouldn't. I mean, you're not stupid, you're smart. You wouldn't address him as a monkey. The pushback is slowly starting to be felt now in the public arena, because for years, people that have had, let's say, more common sense views or fact-driven views, they've allowed themselves to be pushed back more and more to the point where they simply weren't saying anything. Because I don't want to rock the boat. There's no need to have a confrontation here. There's no need to do any of this. But then the other people who are projecting their mental illness on society are putting this into laws, and they're putting this into mandates, into regulations. Now you have a whole different set of problems. It starts where within your family, you don't feel comfortable speaking up anymore. Within your friendship group, you don't feel comfortable speaking up anymore. Around your colleagues, you don't feel comfortable speaking up anymore, because if you don't go with the flavor of the week, there is a cancel agenda that's out there. So everybody who's not going with the game is getting canceled. I would suggest that the group of people that are getting canceled are much bigger than the other group, just in sheer numbers. But also, do you really want to participate in a society that is completely banning free speech, completely banning free expression, completely banning your right to say what you think? And I can't tell you how often bright, beautiful, intelligent people have said to my face, I'm not having any conversations anymore. I'm not speaking to anybody. I'm not saying anything because I'm afraid. Well, in war, the first thing that dies is the truth. Are you willing? Are we really willing to let that happen? The pursuit of truth. It's good and well that the alternative media space has grown, and that more and more voices come up that share different perspectives and are not afraid to speak up. But if the people in everyday conversations, everywhere, in coffee shops, in grocery stores, in restaurants, around the Thanksgiving table, if they are not willing to respectfully share their thoughts, views, and opinions, then this will escalate very quickly into a hellhole situation. It has in some instances already happened. So don't argue with stupid people. That's useless. But other than that, don't hold back. Don't let yourself be silenced. Free speech is literally what allowed this part of the world to experience some of the worst things that you could experience, but also some of the best things you could experience. It's all because there's still an idea of freedom that is being kept alive. When did we become so afraid to say what we think? What made that happen? And here I'll give you one last example. And I would never say this about myself because I don't view the world this way, but I'll say it just to make a point. I'm a proud white guy. Now, think about it. You say I'm a proud black man. That's okay. You say I'm a proud Asian man. That's okay. I'm a proud Indian man. That's okay. But can you say I'm a proud white man without being super racist? Where does that come from? All I'm trying to make is a point. This is perceptual programming because white man bad. It's perceptual programming. You can go and build a whole brand, a lifestyle, an empire on the statement, I'm a proud black man, and celebrate it every day and always. But you can't do the same thing by saying I'm a proud white man. And to me, that would be stupid anyways. Why would I differentiate in appearance, in color of skin? I'm just saying this is how programming works. This is how one viewpoint is accepted over another viewpoint that is completely unaccepted, saying the exact same thing. Just wanted to bring that up. All right, friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll be back soon.